Day one of our Brindabella's trip. We're currently at McIntyre's hut. We came down yesterday, last night. The hut's over there. Some guys are camping at it, so we'll show you a bit later. But didn't plan to film anything yesterday. We thought we'd just come down here, camp up and film today, obviously. But yesterday was quite a mission. There was road closures, red, muddy, slippery hills. So probably should have filmed yesterday. It probably would have been good. So we're currently on the McIntyre hut. We're camped by the creek. If I don't fall ass over tit. It's a beautiful therapeutic noise while we're trying to go to sleep. So very nice. It's got some water in it. I don't know how high it normally gets or how fast it normally flows, but she's got some water in it. Good to see. So our plan today is, we didn't get here till 6:30 last night. We came in through Two Sticks trail and then it's blocked for work, so then we had to take a bypass and another bypass, and then we ended up on this red clay hill that was damp, and ended up having to get the winch out, which was not the truck's fault, it was my fault. I just wasn't paying attention going up one of the hills, and you know, we broke the red surface because we got stuck, and then once you break that red shit, it's just mayhem after that. So yeah, had to get the trusty new winch out. So we'll give a bit of a rundown of the rig a bit later. But yeah, so far interesting. It's a lot steeper and a lot I'm not going to say technical. It's not technical, it's just steep and hard work to get down here in the big girl. Just physical, like steering it, stopping it, getting it around the corners. But yeah, it's not a technical trail. You wouldn't bring your two-wheel drive car down here by any stretch. But anyway, so from in. Shitty effort of winding this cable on, people. That is how you shouldn't wind the cable on. It's very messy. So it's a bit of a pity there's people camped at the actual hut. So we can't give you a rundown of the actual hut. We'll give you a drive-by. That's about the best we're sort of going to be able to do. So I guess it's first in, best dressed, but yeah, they're sort of camped up at the hut. video is not going to do justice as to how steep this climb is coming out of here, just so you know. So we're cruising along the Waterfalls trail now. We've left McIntyre's hut. Now this road has not good memories for me because this is where I broke my leg in January. I'm actually trying to work out where it was, but so last time I was down here was on the adventure bike, and yeah, I broke my leg somewhere along this trail. But there's a lot of it's been graded, a lot of it's trees have been taken down, so it's hard for me to work out where it actually was. So yeah, a little bit surreal, I guess. It's hard to do justice for the steepness of the terrain with this GoPro, so hopefully it doesn't look too boring. Anyway, I'm not going to show you where I fell off because it was a very nothing crash, but somewhere along this road. It was a nearly 3-hour wait laying on the side of the track for the ambulance, and then it was another 3-hour trip in the ambulance to the hospital because they couldn't get the helicopter. So not one of my most memorable occasions. Yeah, it was somewhere on this trail. Waterfall trail, we're now turning onto Webb's Ridge Trail. We're going to head to Mount Corrie. The whole plan of this trip was to find some snow. Mount Corrie is one of the highest places. If it's going to have any snow, it's going to be there. We're not holding our breath, don't panic, but we'll give it a go. Coming to the end of Webb's Creek Trail, we're going to turn left onto the Power Lines Trail and head over to Mount Corrie. And then, yeah, we want to try and get to Flea Creek Campground a bit after lunchtime and chill out for the afternoon. Anyway, when it gets interesting, we'll come back. So we've made it to Flea Creek Campground. Beautiful spot. Pretty packed. Toilets. Plenty of people. Here's the MOG all set up. We'll go around this way. You can see that we camp right by the creek. Hence why I come to a creek to camp. So this would be Flea Creek. Nice beautiful little flowing creek. Not quite sure I'd take a dip in it, but nice nevertheless. And there's the setup. Let's get some heat beads ready for cooking a roast on the fire. So yeah, like and subscribe people. Yeah, beautiful. So we're here for one night. Trip's been good so far. The MOG has developed a leak from this front portal, which is pissing me off. See a fair bit of oil pooling in there, so we're going to have to pay particular attention to make sure the portal stays full. Yeah, so that's a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. And yeah, I haven't given you guys much of a... Actually, tomorrow morning I'll do a Unimog rig rundown. I'm not going to do it now because we've got shit everywhere, but show you all the inside, the outside, and how everything works. But for now, we're going to cook a roast. been a pretty dull day so far. We've just basically been driving across down to Blue Waterholes. So we're stopped at the Cooler Mine Homestead. Seems to be like an information thing over here, babe. So we're basically, last night we stayed at, what was it, Flea campground. We're just near Blue Waters. So it's a fair, I don't know if anyone knows the area, it's a fair drive in the big girl. So it wasn't much to film or anything like that. But we've come down here because there seems to be a lot more sightseeing things for you guys to see. So we did all this for you. And the portal leak seems to have stopped, which is making me very happy. So here's a little information thing about the homestead we're about to go and look at. Cooler Mine Homestead. Where was it? Circa 1903. Southwell family. That's them. A bit hard to see with the reflection. 1892. Then it was made into a cheese hut. 1903. Oh, yeah. So 1822 it was used by Aboriginals. 1822 European surveyors came. 1834 George Palmer built stockyards. Anyway, I'm not going to go through everything. Early 18s.
Newspapers back in 1883.
So 1975 it was purchased by National Parks and Wildlife Service. Seems to have changed hands quite a few times when you look at all this. So we are, fuck knows, we are, where are we? Should say where we are. No. Well, that's not much chalk, is it? Anyway, quite interesting. So we'll go and have a look at the actual homestead now. That's their front gate. Let's have a look. No, this is the stockyards. Stockyards. So you can see this must be where we are, and there's all the little houses which are down there. There's cars parked over there, not sure how they came in, but anyway, so these are the Cooler Mine stockyards. Beautiful day down here. I think we're, what are we, 1300 meters above. Hopefully we might get a bit of snow. He's dreaming. Anyway, so I'm guessing these are the main homestead and then little quarters for servants or hands or whatever, yard hands or whatever they're called. So we'll have a bit of a gander. How cool was the architecture and the workmanship way back in those days? Look at the gutter, just a folded piece of wrought iron. These big logs all being carved by axe. Where's the door? Where's the door? Here it is. Wow, imagine it'd be cozy in here with the fire cranking.
Look at the roof.
What's this? This is the cheese hut. Oh, it's still got the original thatching?
Yeah.
Wow. How cool is that? So this is one of this is the cheese hut. Look at the thatching, it's unreal, isn't it?
It's very expensive, that stuff.
And you know what? Probably still watertight to this day. What else have we got? I'm guessing they're the shitters over there. I'm going to look in the homestead. Look at this, that's the door handle. All that operates this. How cool is that? Yeah, wow, look at this.
Can you see a date anywhere on these newspapers?
There'd have to be somewhere.
Is there something here? Look at the sport.
Anyway.
Here.
Right.
That's when it's restored though.
September 14, 1987. So yeah, these have been added since, I'd imagine. Fireplace, look, room, we can keep do a bit of housework while we're here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Campbell House. So 1910. So it was reconstructed in 1985 by so that's what it looked like in 1985. It's pretty run down. Pretty cool, but isn't it? Now they've put plastic to try and protect. So this is all, look, this is all in pounds.
Yeah.
So this is a bit all original paper. Where's the date? Yeah, Thursday. The sun, no, it doesn't give the date. You need to find the top of, yeah, July 1936. That's when the paper's, see, 1936.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, wow, look at that. How cool. October 22nd, 1939. Crazy. So what is this, a one? Living room. Bedroom, this is like the kitchen, another big fireplace. It's cool as. Guess that's where they keep all the wood. Oh, chopping block. How cool is this? Can we get out this side? Love the door handles. Imagine waking that up to that every morning, eh? That's pretty cool. So wonder what this is, kitchen built. This is the kitchen.
Oh, separate.
This building was used as a residence for outstanding managers during the time of the Southall, William and Taylor. God, it's had some different owners. Yeah, right.
What's this? The kitchen. This is the kitchen.
This is the kitchen.
Jesus.
Yeah, right. Can't see much in here. Lots of hungry people by the looks of it. Look at all the bullet holes. Where's me dinner? Okay, so this is the kitchen, it says. So when was this? 1909. 1890s. During the 1890s. Yeah, cool. Pretty cool piece of history. So that's the kitchen, the back one. Homestead. And that was the cheese, where they made cheese in there. So pretty bloody cool. Imagine waking up here every morning. And they are the toilets, but they're closed. Unreal that the national parks keep all this shit maintained for us to see. Even though there's a few little dickheads that have marked the walls, like engraved on the walls, and there's a visitor's book, so rather than being sensible and just putting your name in that, they're drawing stupid little cartoon shit in it. But anyway, you can't teach respect to everyone, I suppose. But this is cool. I love this. This is where they made the cheese. Next spot on the little agenda. Blue waterholes. Why is it special? So we just were there where you watched the homestead. Get out of the sun. So we can camp there, we can camp back there. Oh, snakes to deal with. Nice little stream. Caves, some fun in caves. Oh, that is limestone stuff, I think, isn't it? Spelith. I can't pronounce that. Yeah, for people that want to know. And a walk. 7 kilometre. 2 kilometre? 7 kilometre. Is there a drive yourself one? Alright, so there's one walk. And there's the other one. Right.
wobbly.
That one?
Yep.
Alright, so I thought I'd give you all a bit of a rig rundown because it's going to come up in a million questions. So what it is an 83 model Mercedes-Benz Unimog U1700 L. Get out of the shade, can't get out of the shade. So that's what it is. So they're a 6.5 ton truck, 4-wheel drive obviously. Portal axles, factory. They normally run like a 42-inch tire for the army. Mine's got 365 80 20s, so that makes it about a 43. People run up to 49s on them. So that's so big, the bastards there. These are a BKT Earthmax. So lockers front and rear, factory. I've cut the canvas down. The canvas is normally 300mm taller. We cut it down so that we're not worrying so much about it hitting shit. So they're run by powered by a 5.7 litre straight 6 turbo diesel. What else do you want to know? 24 volt portal axles, and for those that don't know what a portal axle means, it means you got shit ton of clearance under here. So there's basically a geared hub on each end of each axle, which drops the wheel down, you know, 125mm I think it is from the center line of the actual diff. So hence why crazy amount of clearance and crazy amount of reduction factory. So I've made this winch bar, that's all 12mm plate, runs a 20,000 pound winch. I'm actually putting a 25,000 pound runner on there, but couldn't get one in time, so the guys at Adrenaline Off-Road did an awesome job to get me this before this trip. So that's a 20,000 pound, but that one will then go on the back. So I'll have a 25,000 pound on the front and a 20 on the rear. And the living quarters are as, so we've kept everything. I'm going to build a canopy, like a pop top for it eventually, but for the meantime we're reusing the army canvas as such. So just put a couple of poles as a tent table. So in here we've got King double swag there. It's coming around. We've got a little pie oven there. 230 farm power batteries. All this stuff came out of my Mazda, so there's plenty of you going to say, oh well, I would have used this, but you know, I already had this shit, so that's why we used it. There's a 40 amp DC to DC charger, plenty of USBs, diesel heater for when it gets really cold. That thing is cranks toilet, so the missus don't have to climb out in the middle of the night. 2 space cases, 60 litre fridge. So you can't stand up in here, but it's more than enough room to, you know, sit comfortably. Sorry, we've got the washing hanging up. Sit comfortably. If it's raining, you stay bone dry. The only issue we've had is you get condensation in here when it's freezing cold. Get out of the way of the lights. But yeah, but that's about it. Apart from that, this is home away from home. And those batteries, you know, 135 amp hours. 2 of those, they run the fridge for 4 or 5 days. No drama with the pie warmer and the diesel heater. We only crank the heater on to get rid of the chill in the morning, or just warm it up a little bit at night before we go to bed. But plenty of blankets and everything in the swag. It's also got a double mattress in it to make it comfortable. So there you go, that's the rig rundown. Another cracking campsite too. This is Magpie Flat campsite just near Blue Waterholes. I thought we could camp at Blue Waterholes, but apparently you can't, so that was my stuff up. So yeah, it's magic. There's already people here, but toilet's over there. Beautiful. The camera never does anything, but you can see the gorge that the Blue Waterholes runs through. Look at that sexy truck. And then yeah, so very nice. We're about 13, nearly 1400 meters here, so I can imagine she's going to get cold tonight and she's going to be cold in tomorrow. I think it's the closest we're going to get to snow will be a frost on the ground here. And judging by how wet the road was on the way in at 1 o'clock, I would say there was a fair bit of frost. Anyway, we're going to knuckle down, have some food and chill out for the afternoon. We'll take you with us tomorrow when we walk to the waterfalls. So the obligatory what we're having for dinner, whatever that is, beef and red wine casserole cut up. Cooking over here on the King's. This has been the best fire pit I've ever bought. But turn it off there, so the King's fire pit. So that's dinner, people. 40 minutes later. Not bad. And it actually tastes very nice. So there you go, 2 litre pot, all that shit, 40 minutes cooked. I guess this is the closest we're going to have got to snow on this trip. We're iced over. It's a bit hard to see, but you can see the ice and everything. Hear that, people? That is heaven. We had the diesel heater cranking all night and it kept inside there. At one point it was down to basically 0, 1 degree, and it kept inside the canvas at about 15 degrees. So made it a lot more comfortable to sleep. We ran out of diesel at one point and man, it was bitterly cold. But yeah, diesel heater, $175, worth every bloody cent, let me tell you. I wonder how campers went in those tents. It would have been freezing. Anyway, their problem. We're going to get up and do the walk to the waterfall. Not sure how we're going to like walking through the freezing water at this hour, but anyway. We'll give you some footage and some photos at the waterfall. Look at that. You creek crossing 2. The ground is still all iced up and we're crossing fucking creeks. But how gorgeous is that? Almost makes it worth it. Water crossing number 3. They appear to be getting deeper. Frozen feet are almost worth it. This scenery is stunning. My so-called waterproof snow boots ain't waterproof for shit. Look at that. We've still got 2 more water crossings to go till we get to the waterfalls. That's how cold it is on the bottom of the quick thing here. So whoever tells you there's 5 water crossings, they're full of it, because unless where I'm dyslexic or took the wrong turn, we've done 7 so far. That's number 7. The sun's starting to come through, which might be a blessing. Most of the ice is melted on this side. But Jack, he's my physio. Ice therapy, both ankles. Don't be complaining. So there it is, Pullman Falls. Pullman Falls. Nine river crossings and an hour and a half walk to get to it. Well worth it. And there's the caves are over there. So we've made it to the thermal pools. Now the car's looking a little bit out of place. Quite a few people here. Anyway, supposedly 27 degrees. Let's go see. So it's the, I can't pronounce it, Yarrangobilly Caves thermal pool. Supposed to be 27 degrees.
Did we go down there?
That way. So we came, we swam, we conquered. Would I do it again?
Yeah, the first day.
I don't think so, not for the walk that's about to happen on the way back up. I don't think it was anywhere near 27, but still an experience. Didn't feel much, a lot of people. Got to respect their privacy to some extent, but there you are. That gives you an idea. So another thing off the bucket list while you're cruising around the Brindabellas. Apparently people bring horses here by the looks of it. Final night at the Brindabellas, and this is where we're staying. Long Plain Hut. It's only probably half an hour from where the thermal pools were. Nice restored little hut up here, we'll come and have a look at. So all up, we've spent 5 days down here. It's all pretty good. Hopefully we didn't film a lot of the actual MOG driving. I think we'll save that for sort of the harder tracks, but this is more just to show you what's down here for everyone to look at. And in saying that, they close it at the end of this weekend till October, which we only found out today. They close it for the snow season. I guess it gets too snowy, too many people get stuck, have accidents or whatever. Let's have a look at the hut. I must give it to the National Parks and Wildlife Service. Everything, all the places, everything have been in really good nick. Well kept, so credit to them. It's a bit dark in here, you might not see much. Here's the book, not the walls.
This one's better condition than your one.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably not going to see much, so it's probably a waste of time, but like this, people, it's all beautifully maintained, and then clowns have come up here and done donuts everywhere on the nice grass. Chewed it all up. Come on, people. Be respectful. Look at the circle working. You can't blame the Unimog because it would not spin the wheels. And fires. 2 fires were left going when we got here.